Hey, man. Look, my old lady and kids are stuck down the street in the car down there, man. We ain't from around here, and I'm on my way to a new job, and I ran out of gas, man. You think you could help us out by giving us $5? You know, it'd really help us out, and I promise, man, I'll send it back to you as soon as I get the new job.
You say your wife and kids are waiting in the car, and you're out of gas. Gee, that's horrible.
Yeah, man, bums me out, too. You know how it is when you're down on your luck. What do you say, man? Can you help us out?
I think I can help you, friend. I'll tell you what, I don't have any cash on me, but I do have a gas card. I can help you get your car to a gas station, then I can fill up your tank. How's that?
Oh, man. Look, man, I don't want to put you out, okay? The cash should be a lot better.
I'm sorry. Like I said, I don't have any cash on me.
Yeah, well, thanks a lot, man. Yeah, thanks a friggin' lot. You loser.
In a cardboard box, sleeping through the night. You can hear him talk as you're walking by. You just shake your head and blame it on the booze. Just leave him there. There's nothing you can do. You just leave him there. He's crazy as a loon. He can't find a way to get back on his feet. He takes it day by day, living in the street. You just close your eyes, there's nothing you can do. Just walk away. You know it could be you. You just leave him there. He's crazy as a loon.
Get enough for a bottle?
Yeah, I got enough for a bottle. Now get back here quick, otherwise I'm gonna wring your scrawny neck.
Yes, sir.
What's this? Come on, man. Park benches are made for people, man, not for garbage.
Hey, why are you picking on my friend Joe? He's a good man.
Yeah, right. He's a friggin' loon. Hey, old man. Old man, I forget. What day of the week is it? What day of the week it is? Hell, you don't even know what year it is, do you, old man? And you want to know why, old man? Because you're a loon, man. A loon! Hey, what's this? What, something you stole, man? You know, this looks like mine. Yeah, you know, it turned up missing last week, man. Come on, you don't even need this, man. You don't smoke. Go away. Hell, damn thing's broke anyways. What? Oh, I wasn't gonna keep it. There you go, old man. Jeez. Get out of the way.
Oh, yes, and Annie, could you schedule Mrs. McVean for that upper GI? Yes, that's right. I'm just about at the clinic now, so if you need me for anything, you can reach me there. All right, then. See you later. Joe. Boy, am I glad to see you. Come on, old buddy. Now, when you get finished with the bucket, you can put it in the usual spot. There you go. Thanks a lot, old pal. See you later, Joe.
You know, that bum hanging around here really makes me nervous. Why don't you go to a regular car wash?
Have you seen the job he does on my car? Man, there's not so much as a water spot on the chrome when he's done. I feel guilty I only pay him $10 for it.
$10? You give him $10? He'd probably do it for $3. I bet he just wasted on wine anyway.
No, not Joe. No. You know, I've never smelled alcohol on his breath.
Yeah, right. That's because the only time you ever see him is when he's run out of money for booze.
You're such a jerk, Ron. You always expect the worst in people.
Yeah, maybe so, but how often do you see me get screwed?
Come to think of it, Ron, I doubt that you get screwed very often.
She looks to me like I'm some kind of lowlife, right? So I tell her, look, I have a Porsche parked right outside. I paid cash for it too, right?
And what'd she say?
Oh man, now this babe wants me, you know. She's got dollar signs in her eyes. It's great. Hey, Grandpa, what's the matter? You don't like our company?
So, what happened?
Oh man, she starts begging me for a ride home, you know?
Yeah? Yeah? Did you take her home?
Are you kidding, man? I looked her right in the eye, right? I said, honestly, babe, I don't think we could fit your fat butt into my Porsche. It was great, man.
What happened to the Porsche?
What?
Your Porsche?
Oh, I put it in the shop, man, you know? Yeah, I had to get it painted, you know? Lime green, you know? It's gonna be great, but it's gonna take about a couple $1,000 to get it out now.
Oh, wow.
Tell you what, let's get out of here. That old man stinks.
Yeah.
What's the matter, Grandpa? Did you lose something? LOON!
You know, when I went to lunch today, I didn't notice it. But I parked next to this big pothole. When I came out of the restaurant, man, the car was just splattered with mud. Sure hope Joe came today.
Bet you'll find he didn't.
Damn! I thought Joe'd be here today. He's almost always here on Tuesdays.
Looks like you're gonna have to go to a normal car wash after all.
I guess. Hey, Joe, where were you yesterday? This is Wednesday.
I
Hey, I'm sorry, Joe. It's just that I really needed you yesterday. What happened?
forgot.
I'm sorry, Joe. I don't understand you.
I forgot. I get these headaches and I forget things.
Well, you better come over to the clinic and let me check you out.
Oh, no, thanks, Doc. I'm fine now, really.
No, please, Joe. It'd make me feel good if you'd let me help you. It won't hurt a bit. I promise. Come on, Joe. Come on. Okay, come on, Joe. We're going to take good care of you here.
Ooh.
Oh, great. Now that he's let him come in here, he'll be wandering in all the time.
Ron?
Yeah.
Shut up.
Here's the CAT scan report on Joe, Doctor.
Well, thank you, Marnie. Wow, Joe. You have a tumor in your head about the size of a golf ball. Have you been blacking out lately?
No. I don't know. I can't remember.
Well, it could be a lot worse. This protective wall building up around here indicates that the tumor had been going on for several years. Now, it's not getting any worse, but the toxins and the pressure that's being created, it's causing a massive brain trauma. Now, that would certainly explain the reasons for your memory loss and your headaches.
Can you fix it, Doc?
Well, Joe, I'm not a brain surgeon, but I'll do some checking. I'm quite sure that something can be figured out about this. Just give me a few days, okay?
Hi there.
Hello.
There's a couple of menus for you, and I'll be right back to get your order.
Thank you.
So what are you going to do about it? You know what it's going to cost to have that tumor removed?
You know, there are organizations providing funds for this sort of thing.
Yeah, but Frank, there's a lot of people out there who could use those funds that are worth saving. Why waste it on a filthy old wino?
To be honest with you, Ron, I probably wouldn't be going to all the trouble if I didn't know that you were so dead set against it.
Hey, Joe, who's your fancy friend?
Come here.
Hey, Joe. Ask your friend, is he single?
Come on, Joe, hop in.
Oh, no, we couldn't.
It's all right, Joe. I need to talk to you. Come on. Got some great news for you, Joe.
You want me to wash your car?
No, Joe. It's better than that. It's about your operation. I've lined up a fantastic doctor and the funding.
Operation?
You don't remember? The operation. Joe, you have a brain tumor. But we're going to fix it to where your head won't hurt anymore.
Oh, sure.
You're to report to the charity hospital Sunday at 5 p.m. Just tell them who you are and give them this. Okay? Now you won't forget, will you?
No. You don't want me to wash your car?
No, Joe. But I'll tell you what. Why don't you take this? That ought to tide you over till Sunday.
Gee, thanks, Doc.
Oh, you bet, Joe. He should have been here by now.
Hey, look, if he shows up, just go ahead and process him in. I'm gonna see if I can find him.
So this is address of time.
Say, any of you guys seen old Joe? The quiet guy with the long hair and beard?
No, man, I ain't seen him.
Yeah,
Yeah, I saw him.
Where'd you see him?
Well, right here a couple hours ago. Maybe it was yesterday.
Yeah.
Hey, man, am I glad to see you, man. My wife and kids are stuck down the street in the car down there, man.
Hey, have you seen Joe?
Oh?
The old guy with the long hair, kind of absent-minded.
Oh, you mean the loon?
Have you seen him?
What's it worth to you?
All right, look, I'll give you $5 if you tell me where he is.
Make it 10 and I'll take you right to him. I swear to you as a gentleman.
All right, now where is he? Where is he?
He's right behind me, you loser.
Joe. Joe. Hey, buddy, we're gonna get you better.
Well, thank you. Thank you, Mrs. Jensen, but I only need you to open your mouth. Yes?
There's a Dr. Panks on the line from Charity Hospital. Do you want to speak to him?
Why, yeah, sure. Dr. Panks, how's our patient?
Well, he's been asking about you. We haven't seen you here for a while.
Well, yes, I plan on coming by this evening. I just got in late last night from a 2-week seminar in St. Louis.
Actually, our patient's ready to go home. He's surprised everybody with his quick recovery. Oh, by the way, where is home for Joe? We can't very well send him back out into the streets.
Oh, wow. I hadn't even thought about that. Well, I suppose I can ask my wife to set up the guest room.
Good, good. Well, I hope you enjoy having him as a guest as much as we have. We're really going to miss him around here.
Really? Well, I'll be by in a couple hours to pick him up. All right, then. Bye. Dr. Panks, I'm looking for Joe.
Hi, Doc. It's me, Joe.
No, can't be. You've changed so much.
Just a shave and a haircut.
You look so much younger. How old are you?
Joe's doing exceptionally well. He doesn't remember any more of his past than he did when he got here. It seems he's regained his capacity from memory. As far as his past is concerned, he'll never regain any more memory of it than the few bits and pieces he's retained.
I do remember you, Doc.
Joe, it's not just the way you look. I mean, there's something very different about your manner, about the way you talk.
Well, we don't know what Joe was like before he came to us, so we don't have anything to compare his development to. All we know is when Joe came to us, he was a very sick man and he was in a lot of pain.
Hi, Joe. I need you to sign for your personal effects. Thank you, Joe.
Well, old friend, you ready to go home?
You actually live here?
Well, I suppose it beats the park. Yes, it is. He's not quite the way I described him to be. He's changed a bit.
Haircut.
Well, Joe, I guess we better get you settled in. This is your room. You have your own television set. I want you to feel free to come and go as you please. Of course, Joe, this is only for 1 or 2 weeks until we get you settled somewhere permanently.
Oh, hey, don't think I don't appreciate this. It's like a dream. I just hope I can find some way to repay not only your generosity, but the trust and faith you're showing by taking me into your home.
This is gonna work out just fine.
Looking for something?
It's just that sometimes I just get so frustrated. Normally I take this car to the BMW dealership to have it worked on. But I thought I'd save a few bucks. I took it down the street. I paid over $1,000 to have a new clutch put in this car. And now it grinds every time I put it in the gear.
It's probably nothing serious. They may not have bled it right.
For the amount of money I paid him to work on this car, you better believe I will be there first thing Monday morning and they will straighten this out.
Well, if you don't mind, why don't you let me have a look at it?
Oh, no, Joe. I mean, like I say, this is a precision machine. And from now on, only the dealership works on it.
Trust me on this, Doc. I know this will fix it.
Well,
get in. Okay, when I tell you to, put the clutch in. Okay, now. Do it again. It's all done. Try it.
I don't believe it. That did it. How in the world did you ever know how to do that?
It's amazing. It seems your modification is working absolutely perfectly. We should have called you a lot earlier.
What's the matter, Joe? Nothing. I just flashed on a memory of something. At least I think it was a memory. It might have been part of a TV show I saw. I don't know.
Well, one thing's for certain. You sure flashed on how to fix a BMW clutch. Hey, I've got an idea.
Since he really does seem to have an aptitude for this sort of work, well, I was thinking that maybe you could give him a chance to prove himself as a helper.
Well, if he's going to be fixing your car, Frank, I'd just as soon he was on our payroll, you know? Sure, I'd be glad to help him out.
All right.
Hey, welcome aboard, Joe.
Thanks. You know, I really like that monster. I bet he's really a nice guy.
No! That monster's gonna eat those people up.
Oh, he's probably just lonesome. He's going over there just to talk to him.
You are silly. I don't see no birthday present. I think you're tricking me.
Hey, Tim.
Hey, Frank, nice to see you.
Yeah, you too. How's your new helper doing?
Frank, I don't know where you found that guy, but he scares the hell out of me.
What's the matter?
Matter? Nothing's the matter. It's just I haven't found a problem yet he can't solve. The really weird thing is he doesn't even know the names of the parts he's fixing. He just knows how to find the ones that aren't working. You know? It's like he's psychic or something.
Yeah, well, that's great.
You want to hear something that'll really blow your mind? See that scope back there? Well, last week it was broke, you know, so I was going to call the repairman, but Joe says, no, I'll fix it. You know, right. But he did. Works great now.
Well, I'll be darned.
Well, he's not a helper anymore. I put him on full salary, you know? Joe has a job here as long as he wants it.
Well, thanks, Tim.
Hey, thank you.
All right.
Daddy.
Go ahead and open your eyes. Well, how do you like it?
I don't see no birthday present. I think you're tricking me.
What's that behind you?
A pony! I love this pony, Daddy. Thank you.
Frank! Frank!
Hey, Joe, what's the matter?
Doc, I have a wife and a daughter. I just saw them, clear as day.
Joe, are you sure it wasn't a dream?
I don't know. I can't be sure of anything. Except for the time that I've spent with you people. But it seemed so real. It felt so real.
Hey, look, Joe. Now, I've got this friend that's into hypnotherapy. Now, maybe, just maybe, she can help bring back more memory through hypnosis. Want to give it a try?
I feel like a man that's died and been reincarnated. I keep catching glimpses of faces and places that seem familiar to me. And I even know how I felt about those things. And I know I was happy. Yeah, I'd like to do anything that could help me find that past that I've lost. Thanks, Doc.
Okay, Joe. It's going to be all right, Joe.
Okay, Joe. On the count of 3, you'll be fully awake. 1, 2, 3. Well, Joe, I've never seen anything quite like this before. It's as if your long-term memory's been scrubbed clean, and there's only erratic bits and pieces left. Now, I was able to help you call up some memories that you hadn't realized before, but I'm afraid we don't have enough information to help you find your past.
Well, I'm just grateful for what we did find out. It may not be much, but it's more than I had. Do you think it would hurt to do this again sometime?
Anytime you're ready, just call. Actually, I'm dying to find out more myself.
Thanks.
Thank you, Joe.
Frank, Joe, you guys doing okay?
Oh, fine.
Doing fine, Donna.
Good.
Yeah, thanks.
Hey, how come I don't get the good service?
Try leaving a tip next time.
Anyway, it's really too bad, Joe. That Debbie's pretty good at her hypnosis stuff, but if she can't jar your memory, she may have put that past of yours out of your mind. Hey, I made it funny. Put that past of yours out of your mind? Anyway, Joe, I've got this old Triumph in the garage and planning to restore it, if I can get it running. Do you think you could come over and work some of your magic on it?
Are you planning on paying Joe something for this?
Well, of course, I'll give him something first time.
Yeah, right. I know what your somethings amount to. If I were you, Joe, I'd get his something in writing up front.
Hey, that's her. Who? That's the lady I remembered.
Are you sure?
She looks a lot older, but I'm pretty sure that's her.
Well, maybe I can call down to the station and check with the reporter, find out who she is.
Would you?
I'll give it a try. Here goes nothing.
So, Joe, think you could come over this weekend and work on my car?
Yes, may I speak with the reporter that was on your last newscast?
3, newsroom. Yeah, hold on a second. Let me get them for you. Rich, it's for you.
Yeah.
Could you do me a great favor? I need to find out the name of the lady that was standing in your last report.
I just know it was a bit about the Salvation Army. If you want more information, call them.
Hey, good news. I got a lead.
Fantastic.
Well, that's a very interesting story, Mr.
Joe. Just Joe.
Well, Joe, I can't give out the identity of our donors, no matter how interesting the story.
I really need to contact this lady. If I wrote her a letter, could you forward it to her for me?
Well, I guess there would be no harm in that.
Okay, I'll look forward to seeing you then. Okay. Bye. Miss Davis, I'm ready for you now.
I was supposed to remind you about the aerotechnics meeting this afternoon, and I also need you to sign this here, and this here. Oh, and this came, I wasn't quite sure what to do with it. It's some guy asking about Mrs. Bennett through the Salvation Army.
Oh, don't worry about this. This is just some guy that wants a donation from Mrs. Bennett for an operation or something. I'll take care of this myself. Hey, and I'd like you to set up a meeting for me right away with Vicki Hall.
Sure, I'll talk to her first thing in the morning.
No, today, Miss Davis.
She's out of the building. I'll have to find her.
Well, then find her.
Now, what's so damned important that you had to call me in on my day off?
We have a problem. I'd say it's rather damn important. Close the door. Does this guy look familiar?
Well, he does look familiar. Who is he?
Picture him about 10 years younger, maybe a little more hair.
See what you mean. He looks like Joseph Bennett.
Read this.
So what's this mean?
Well, this guy claims he's been walking the streets with a brain tumor that wiped out his memory. Now that it's taken care of, the first thing he says he remembers is June Bennett from somewhere. What do you think?
I think it's obvious. He looks like Joseph Bennett. He knows his body was never found. He wants us to think he's Joe.
Oh, you could be right. But then it could be Joseph Bennett.
I don't see how that can be. Joe died 6 years ago. He went out on his boat alone and he never came back. They found the wreckage. Are you suggesting he swam back and then developed a brain tumor?
Do you remember what Joe was like just before he disappeared?
He was a little absent-minded.
Yeah, at first I just thought brilliant people were that way. But he got worse. I'll never forget there was one day that he stared square at me and the guy did not recognize me. Something like 2 days after that, he said he wasn't feeling well and he wanted to go home. Well, he never made it home. As a matter of fact, that's the last time anybody ever saw Joe Bennett.
You never told me that.
Well, that's not all I didn't tell you. You know, at Benetech, we knew that something bad happened to Joe. Maybe he could have just up and walked away from Benetech without another word, but he absolutely adored that wife and kid of his. If he was alive, there's just no way he would have walked away from them.
I remember that.
The only problem is Joe left Benetech in quite a dilemma. His will provided that if anything happened to him, that we'd get control of Benetech along with 51% of the stock. But again, the only problem is there was no proof that he died.
You didn't.
Well, it wasn't too hard. I just paid the marina owner off to say that Joe left alone on his boat and never came back. Made sure some wreckage from the boat washed up on the shore. It did solve our problems, at least until now.
So this could be Joseph Bennett.
I don't know. What do you say we go find out?
There you go, Janine. Just like new.
Joe, you're a lifesaver.
Hi. Does somebody live here named Joe?
Why?
I'm Joe.
Do you know who we are?
I don't think so. Should I?
Well, I just thought maybe my office might have called to say that we're coming down. Actually, I'm a freelance reporter, and I write stories that national publications publish, and I heard about your story through the Salvation Army, and I thought maybe if I wrote a story about you, make an interesting bit, plus maybe somebody would read it that could help you piece your life back together.
Well. Yeah, I like it. Come on in.
I want to hear everything you remember.
Is it him?
Well, if it isn't, he sure has me fooled.
So what are we going to do? Are we going to tell him who he is?
No, I don't think so. First of all, he didn't recognize you or me, and he didn't remember anything about Benetech. I don't know about you, but I really don't want this guy to come back and take over the company. Secondly, how much stock do you own in Benetech?
12%.
Well, how would you like to go back to being a salaried employee? And, of course, third, if Joe shows back up again, it won't take people too long to figure out I staged the evidence of his death.
So what are we going to do?
I don't know. I say we just send his letter back to him and tell him the lady he recognized didn't know who he was. And if we're lucky, we'll never hear from him again.
Why do you have to go, Uncle Joe?
Hey, I'll come and visit you. But Uncle Joe needs his own home now. You can come visit me, too. Okay?
Yeah.
I can't thank you enough for what you've done for me.
Well, I can never tell you how rewarding this experience has been for all of us.
You know, you really don't have to leave now.
Yeah, I do.
Bye, Uncle Joe.
Hey, Joe, why don't you drop by the clinic? I'd just like to double check things, make sure you're healing up all right.
Oh, I feel fine. Great, actually.
Do you remember anything new?
Bits and pieces. Nothing that makes any sense, though. I'll be driving down the street or I'll walk into a building that seems familiar, but that's about it.
Whoa.
Now, when I turn left, it goes ka-chunk, ka-chunk, ka-chunk. When I brought it in last year, when you turn right, it went ka-ching, ka-ching, ching. But now, when you turn left, it goes ka-chunk, ka-chunk, ka-chunk.
I've got it. It goes ka-chunk, ka-chunk when you turn left.
You got it.
You want to get in the passenger seat? We'll take it out for a test drive. Hey, hey, lady! Lady, wait! Hey, lady! Ho, ho, ho! John, don't let her go! Stop! Wait for me!
Thanks, John.
No, absolutely not. Don't even think about going over there. The lady already said she doesn't know who you are. If you go over there bugging her, she's liable to slap a harassment charge against you.
But I'm certain she's the lady I remember. If I could only see her face to face.
She saw your picture, Joe. It's up to you. If you insist on bothering her, I want no part of it.
Hi. I was wondering if you could help me with a small problem. I'm a mechanic over at the BMW dealership, and I worked on one of your employees' cars the other day. Now, I left a very expensive tool up under the hood. If I don't get it back, it could cost me my job.
I see.
Now, I don't know who the car belongs to. The work order only said it was registered to the Benetech Corporation. I wonder if there's any way you could help me find out who drives that car.
I suppose I could... Excuse me, can I help you?
He's with me. Hi, Frank. I didn't think you were going to come.
Well, it's against my better judgment, but I figured if you were bent on getting yourself into trouble, I'd better be here to bail you out.
Thanks, Doc. That's my boss. He's here to check up on me.
I can run a check with the motor pool. Do you have the license number?
It's all right here. Thanks. Thanks, Doc.
All right, Joe.
Hey, I know that guy. That's the reporter from at your house.
What?
I don't think so. I'm afraid you're mistaken. That's Michael Nolte, the president of Benetech.
Something's weird here, Frank.
Come on, Joe, let's get out of here.
Hey, that man made his way into your house and my life pretending to be a reporter. Don't you want to know what's going on?
Let's go, Joe.
Oh, he can't go up there.
Hey! Whoever you are, I think you owe me an explanation.
I owe you nothing.
Oh? I think you do.
Would you escort this man out? He's causing a problem.
I'm going to get to the bottom of this.
Mr. Bennett?
Hey, Joe, take a look at this. Joseph Bennett. You have a last name.
What is this? Why didn't you tell me?
It was a very entertaining performance, but not very convincing. Sure, I posed as a reporter. It was the most practical way I could think of figuring out what your game was. And it wasn't too hard to figure out either. You know, you do bear an uncanny resemblance to the late Joseph Bennett. And you may have your friend here fooled with your story, but I saw right through it. I have to admit, though, you really had me going with that letter you sent to Mrs. Bennett.
What in the hell are you talking about? Wait a minute. He said I sent that letter to Mrs. Bennett. If I'm Joseph Bennett, then that means the lady I've been looking for is my wife. I want you to call Mrs. Bennett. I want to see her.
Go ahead.
Wonder if this used to be your office.
I was told that there is a man here who claims to be Mr. Bennett.
I guess so. I'm confused. I thought he was a mechanic.
Does he look like Mr. Bennett?
I don't know. I've never seen Mr. Bennett before.
Where is he?
In Mr. Nolte's office.
Thanks. It certainly looks like him.
That's as far as the resemblance goes.
You claim to be Joseph Bennett?
No, I don't. I had a brain tumor removed a year ago. And up to that point in my life, I don't remember anything. It's just, when I saw you on TV, I remembered you.
Don't buy into this. This man is not your husband. We both know Joe died 6 years ago. I don't doubt that this guy had an operation. And after he recovered, he probably realized how much he resembled Joe. Everybody knows Joe's body wasn't found. He probably just figured he'd use this story about his missing memory to convince us all that he's Joe.
What makes you so sure that he isn't? Isn't there a chance?
Anytime somebody we love dies, we all cling on to a little unrealistic hope that maybe it's all a mistake. Maybe he's still alive. This guy's trying to take advantage of that hope in us. There are no fingerprints or dental records that would prove whether or not he's Joseph Bennett. He's just hoping that because we want to believe that he's Joe, that we'll just accept him back with no proof whatsoever.
Well, I don't know what to say. If you honestly believe what you're saying, then anything I could offer in my defense would sound like a lie. It's just that you're wrong.
Can you offer us any proof of who you are?
I didn't come here expecting to have to prove anything. I just came to see you.
Every indication points towards your being an opportunist that doesn't care who he hurts. If by some chance you can come up with some kind of credible proof that might verify your story, let us know. But otherwise, I don't want you bothering us or Mrs. Bennett. Understand?
If you come up with something, call me.
Well, I think this gentleman here is ready to escort you out of the building. Come on. I really wish you hadn't given that guy your phone number. If he's not a con man, he believes himself. He's nuts. Either way, he's going to be a problem. I suggest you change your phone number.
I'm very capable of making my own decisions. If it gets to be a problem, I'll change it.
I want you to send a couple plainclothes guys after him. I want to know what that guy's up to.
Look, you don't think I'm making all this up, do you?
No, no. Even if I didn't have complete trust in you, which I do, there are just too many factors that point towards your being Joseph Bennett.
Well, they don't seem so convinced about it.
Well, I think Mrs. Bennett wants to believe you.
She's the only one that counts.
That's right.
Look, I got to work on this for a while. I'll catch up with you later.
online for you.
Put him on.
Yeah, boss. We're following him.
Well, where is he now?
In the park?
Well, what's he doing?
He's just sitting there.
You know, this man is quite a threat to all of us at Benetech. If he gets his way, we'll all be out of a job, and he'll get Joseph Bennett's money.
Damn.
You say he's in the park alone. Gee, that's kind of dangerous. People get mugged in the park all the time, don't they?
Yeah, they sure do.
It'd be a shame if he got mugged, but if that happened, then we wouldn't have to worry about our jobs, would we?
Yeah, that'd solve all our problems. Hey, maybe we'll get lucky, huh? Oh, I get you, boss. Yeah, boy, that would be a real shame, wouldn't it?
Call me later.
What's this? To Joe, from your loving wife, June.
That's it!
Yes?
Hi, this is Joe. Is your first name June?
That wouldn't be too hard to find out.
I have that proof you were asking for. I want to meet with you.
All right. In a public place.
How about the Harvester Restaurant downtown?
I'll be there in an hour.
I'll be waiting.
Hey! Hey! You shouldn't be picking on Joe like that. He's a good man. Son of a...
Okay, Joe. Come on, Joe. You'll be all right now. We'll take care of you. Come on.
Your friend still hasn't shown? How about some coffee?
No thanks.
Don't let it bother you. Men, you can't count on any of them.
So what you guys are telling me is you don't know if you finished the job.
Well, we didn't expect all those bums. There must have been 50 of them.
100 of them.
I can't believe you let a bunch of bums beat you up.
They didn't beat him up.
Then what happened to you?
I would rather not talk about it.
Okay, lights up, guys. Let's go home.
Hey, Joe, what you hanging around for? Let's go get something to eat.
Maybe next time, fellas. I'm not really feeling up to it tonight.
How you feeling, Joe?
Oh, I'm doing okay. I'm a little sore, though. I just wish they hadn't hit me in the head.
You think they'll catch those guys?
I doubt it. They're just a couple of muggers, and nobody in the park had ever seen them before. I'm having a hard time now remembering what I was doing in the park in the first place.
Hey, you remember me, man? Loon. You really got this coming, man.
There it is. Come on.
The number you have reached has been disconnected.
Yes, security, please.
Yeah, security.
This security?
Yeah, who's this?
This Chang Hong Ro. Lady, she asked me call. She say emergency. You call Benetech security.
Who told you to call?
Her name? Her name, Joan Bennett. She say she afraid go home. She say crazy man there. Oh, she say you guys hurry. You know who it is. Oh yeah, hurry. Chop, chop.
No, I have no idea. I certainly didn't tell anyone to call you.
Okay. Damn. I don't like this. He's up to something.
I agree. I think we better have these guys stay here just in case he shows back up.
Well, I'll tell you what, this time, make sure they get it right.
Yes, sir.
Get out of here.
No, please, listen to me.
There are guards all around us. I'll call them.
I'm not gonna hurt you. I'm not even gonna move. I'm just gonna stand right here. I only came to bring you something.
I gave this to my husband. I gave this to my husband just after we were married. Quit smoking a month after, but he never stopped carrying it with him. Never. If my husband were dead at the bottom of the sea, this would be with him. Joe? Joe?
I have instructions to take you back to Benetech.
What? I'm sorry, but Mr. Nolte himself gave the orders for us to stay and watch the house.
I don't care what Mr. Nolte told you. Mrs. Bennett owns this house and property. If she says you will go back to Benetech, then you will go back to Benetech.
A brain tumor. If only we'd known back then.
Well, it might have destroyed my memory of my entire life, but it couldn't erase my memory of you.
Hey, do you remember Liz?
Our little girl. I remember giving her a pony. I think it was her birthday.
That was 12 years ago.
12 years.
She was 6. I haven't been able to get her off horses since then. Do you want to see her? Right now?
Yeah, sure.
That was beautiful, darling.
I'm sorry. You'll have to excuse me. It's just that you look so much like my dad. Doesn't he, Mom?
You've become a beautiful woman.
No. Mom?
Mrs. Bennett, is Mr. Bennett going to be down soon?
Very soon.
I can't believe you're letting him come in and just take over like that. And I really can't believe you let him stay with you last night.
Sweetheart. If I had any doubt last night that that man was your dad, I have none this morning. Man just can't fake the way he
Mom?
snores.
I was just wasting time. Everything just seemed to pass me by. Nothing could change my mind. I couldn't find the highway back to you, my love. I couldn't find a reason for my life, my love. I couldn't till I looked into your eyes.
You are my only one. No other love could be. If you are gone, nothing beneath the sun could ever come between us, me and you.
My love, I couldn't find the reason for my life. My love, I couldn't till I looked into your eyes and found the love that leads us through the storm into the light. I found it
I'm sure that you've all heard the story of Joe. I'm also equally sure that you've all heard Mr. Nolte's opinion of him, that he's an imposter and an opportunist. Well, I can tell you he's not. We can't prove it yet, but as someone who has known him more intimately than anyone, I know it's him. I still own 49% of Benetech stock. I have given Joe power of attorney over it. Our new major stockholder has a few words to say to you.
You all know the story. Now, nothing's going to bring back that part of my life that I've already lost. But I plan on embracing that part of my life that's yet to come. And that includes Benetech. Now, I don't want this to intimidate you. I realize and I appreciate the fact that this company would not have gotten where it is today without you people, and that it can't continue without you. I don't come back to you the same man that left. I need you. And to keep you, I'm going to make you a deal. Now, you all know that when I am found legally not to be dead, and I regain my identity, my will be invalidated. And all of the stock you were issued will revert back to my ownership. Now, the deal is this. If you will stand up right now and acknowledge me and work with me to regain my place in this business, I'll reissue you the same stock you now hold. I'd like for the people who accept this proposition to please stand.
for? Free homes for the homeless.
I don't want nothing from that fool. You think I'd be giving that stuff away if that money was mine? He's still a friggin' loon.
Oh well, suit yourself, buddy.
So you still think I'm a loon, huh? Gee, that's too bad. You see, with your leadership ability, I was kind of counting on you to manage this place for me.
Hey, you want to watch what you're doing, you fool? Do you have any idea how much these shoes cost? Friggin' loon.
Do you know how much these shoes cost?
In a cardboard box, sleeping through the night. You can hear him talk as you're walking by. You just shake your head and blame it on the booze. Just leave him there. There's nothing you can do. You just leave him there. He's crazy as a loon. He can't find a way to get back on his feet. He takes it day by day, living in the street. You just close your eyes, there's nothing you can do. Just walk away. You know it could be you. You just leave him there. He's crazy as a loon. You can let it go, look the other way. If you change your heart, you change the world today. You just walk on by, there's nothing you can do. You just close your eyes, you know it could be you. Just leave